everybody, Mark, aka The Nerdy Punk, back again today for a new video. Hope y'all are doing well. Today is Black Friday of 2022, and although I did not go out to do any sales this year, I did order several things off of BestBuy.com as well as BarnesandNoble.com with the Criterion sale. So stay tuned for a Barnes & Noble Criterion haul. That will be coming probably next week, because that order is going to take a little bit to get in to me. But I did receive almost all of my order for Best Buy for the Black Friday sale, and I did pick up 13 titles, 12 of which I have with me. One of them is, for some reason, coming slower for whatever reason. So I will go ahead and tell you what that title is. I ordered Poltergeist on 4K for $10. Sorry about that. I will try to tell you as I go through what I've paid for everything. Most of these are $10 because Best Buy had tons of $10 4Ks, as you should be aware of if you're if you're a 4K collector like me. So let's go ahead and go through the titles so we don't take 27 minutes here talking. First up here is The Lost Boys. This is the only one of these titles that I actually haven't seen before. This is a classic movie, but I never watched it growing up, so I'm excited to have it on 4K with the slipcover for $10. Great deal. Excited to watch it. Next up here is It's a Wonderful Life on 4K. This one was actually only $8, so there were a couple of these titles. I don't know if I picked up, I think I picked up a couple of them that were $8 instead of $10. So very good deal. I'm excited to watch this in 4K. I've never seen the 4K, of course, before. I have this one on Blu-ray, but this is probably my favorite Christmas movie, and it's one that I watch every single year on Christmas Eve. So I actually usually don't end up watching the disc itself because I end up watching the movie usually not at my place, because I'm usually not at my place on Christmas Eve, but who knows where I'll be. But this is definitely a Christmas Eve must watch. Next title here is Sicario. I think this one was also $8. Could be wrong, so don't hold me to that, but it was either 8 or 10. This is a fantastic movie. It's another kind of earlier movie from Denis Villeneuve, who did Dune last year and is a fantastic, phenomenal director, one of my favorites, and definitely one that you should keep an eye on. If you're not already, this is a really good kind of action drama movie about the drug trade in Mexico, and it's really, really good, really well done. Emily Blunt is fantastic in this. Next one, this one was actually not part of the Black Friday sales, so I went ahead and ordered some titles that I've missed out on in the past couple weeks, because I haven't been out to an in-person store in a while, besides really Walmart, and I haven't been able to actually get into Best Buy in a long time. So I ordered this, again, not part of the sale, but this was $22, the Reservoir Dogs Steelbook. So Reservoir Dogs just came out on 4K, and this Steelbook is amazing. I'll show you a look at it in a second, but Tarantino is one of my favorite directors, and so I'm really excited that some new Tarantino stuff is coming to 4K, and including this and Pulp Fiction, which obviously I got the poster back there. Pulp Fiction is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I'll go ahead and show you the Steelbook if you haven't seen it already. It's one of these really awesome Lionsgate Steelbooks. And of course, you got the ear from the famous scene of the movie. There's the back. And then, of course, you pull it up and the ear comes off. Amazing creativity with this Steelbook. Lionsgate has been making amazing Steelbooks as of late. In the past couple years, they've done an amazing job with Steelbooks. I'll go ahead and give away this digital code because it's a Lionsgate one. I usually only use Movies Anywhere codes, and Lionsgate does not work with Movies Anywhere, so if you would like that digital code, feel free to take it. And then you have really awesome disc art on the 4K and the Blu-ray. And in the background is just the cutouts of all the different themed guys like Mr. Yellow or Mr. Blonde, Mr. Pink, Mr. White, all that stuff. So really, really great movie, an awesome Steelbook. This one actually reminds me a lot of, let me pull it for a second, the American Psycho Steelbook that Lionsgate did a couple years ago, with just the way that it opens and how it changes. Or actually, it'd be better if you do it like that, I think. Yeah. So, I don't know, it really reminds me of this one, and this is also one of the best steelbooks I've ever seen or ever bought. So I love the Lionsgate steelbooks. I've got several of those. Hey, maybe that's a video idea. Maybe I could do my collection of Lionsgate steelbooks if I have enough to actually make a video for that. Next one here, back to the Black Friday titles. This is The Green Mile on 4K with the slip for $10. I have the Digipack Blu-ray of this, but this is just a fantastic movie, one that I felt like I had to have on 4K, so I went ahead and ordered it when it was on sale here. Next one up, this one I went back and forth about, but the fact that it was only 10 bucks, I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it, and that is Inglourious Basterds. And of course I love Tarantino, but I've heard nothing but terrible things about the transfer of this movie. I'm gonna give it a shot and see. Worst case scenario, I can always just watch the Blu-ray, but I am, such a huge fan of Tarantino, I felt like I had to pick up all of his movies when they come out to 4K, so obviously didn't spend the full 20 bucks on this. Picked it up for a decent price for the Black Friday sale. This one, I can't remember exactly how much it was. I think it may have been like $6 or $7, something along those lines. And this is The French Dispatch on Blu-ray. This is one of only 2 Blu-rays that I picked up, the rest being 4K. And I picked up these 2 on Blu-ray because they did not come out on 4K, at least not yet. The French Dispatch is the most recent Wes Anderson film, and I love Wes Anderson. I really liked this. I got to see it in the theater. I thought it was pretty good. And so I wanted to have Wes Anderson's stuff on physical media. And of course, this one does not have 4K yet, and not to Criterion yet, as all the Wes Anderson movies end up being on Criterion, it seems. So this will be kind of a placeholder. And like I said, I got it for very cheap. Next title here, this was one that I'm bummed that I didn't buy when it came out. For whatever reason, I think it was that they didn't have it at my Best Buy. Like, I went to Best Buy several weeks in a row and they didn't have any titles. They completely sold out. So I missed out on the slipcover of this, but I did get it for this good deal of $10. And that is The Northman, the third film from Robert Eggers, who did The Witch and The Lighthouse, 2 fantastic movies. And this one was also great. I got to see this one in the theater, loved it. Like I said, I wish I had the slipcover, but the slipcover sold out very quickly with this one. So I have the 4K. I'm sure it looks amazing. I've heard nothing but good things, so excited for that. Next up here, another $10 4K, and that is Elvis. And this one, of course, did come with the slip. Saw this one in theaters as well. Also really enjoyed it. Austin Butler's performance is out of this world good. Definitely deserves to be nominated for an Oscar. And very happy to have this one. Next title is the last Black Friday sale title. I have 2 more titles to show you after this. But this is The Shawshank Redemption. Just like The Green Mile, another one of my favorite movies. And it's both directed by Frank Darabont. They share kind of a lot in common. Directed by the same guy. Both based on Stephen King work, and this one is fantastic. Another one that I felt that even though I have the Digibook release, I had to have on 4K because it's one of my favorite movies of all time, so I bought the 4K, got it with a slip for $10, can't beat it. Okay, these last 2 titles, like I said, were not part of the Black Friday sale. I wish they were, but they're 2 recent of releases, I think, and these are 2 that both come from A24. They're ones that I felt like I had to have in the collection. I always buy as many A24 titles as I can, and these 2 were 2 movies that I really enjoyed this year. First one being Pearl on Blu-ray. I wanted to get the Walmart slipcover, but I never saw the Walmart slipcover, so I ended up just ordering the Best Buy, standard version. My hope is, fingers crossed, how A24 has been doing these special releases. My hope is that when they complete the trilogy with Maxine next year, that they will release the whole trilogy as a special edition. But I don't know. We'll see. I know a lot of other people are kind of hoping for that. But the fact that these movies had such a big response with this one and X, of course, if you're not familiar with them being tied together. The way that they had such a good response, I'm surprised they didn't release them on 4K. But anyway, Pearl, I really liked this. I didn't like it quite as much as X, but I thought it was a really good movie, really good prequel. And then the last one, also from A24, is Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Oh, by the way, Pearl, I believe, was $22, maybe, something like that. Maybe only 20. I don't remember, but it's around that number. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies was by far the most expensive title that I picked up because I picked up the Best Buy exclusive 4K release, and I paid, I think, $28 for this. Kind of expensive, but, you know, if I was to buy this week 1 when it first released, it would probably be around 28 to 30 bucks. So I was willing to pay that because I wanted this movie on 4K. Really good release from A24. I really liked it. Great satire of Gen Z culture, and it's one of my favorite movies of the year so far. So definitely recommend this, although unfortunately it's not part of the Black Friday sales. Definitely happy to have it in the collection and to add to the A24 collection on 4K nonetheless, because a lot of their titles do not get 4K releases. So I'm happy that this one did. Okay, that is the haul for Black Friday 2022. Like I said, I also ordered some Criterion stuff, so hopefully I'll do a Criterion haul sometime in the near future to wrap up November, and then we head into December and Oscar season. So I'm excited for some Oscar movies and hopefully some coverage for that on the channel. Let me know what you guys have done with this Black Friday, what you picked up, if you managed to make it out into the stores or not. I'm thinking about stopping by Walmart later this afternoon and just seeing if they have anything. Walmart usually doesn't have very many good Black Friday deals for like movies and stuff, at least not in recent years, but I need to pick up some groceries, so I might as well stop in and see what they got. But I don't think I'll be doing a video unless there's something amazing. But anyway, hope you all had an amazing Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Hope you enjoy the rest of your long weekend, and I will see you later.